We're being surrounded by angry apes.
Okay, so we're up at this lake in the high Cascades. We've got an elevation of about 4,700 feet, or in that ballpark. And just now we heard a big, huge woodknock up in that direction. Plain as day. I think we got it on audio recorder.
Of course, just about anything's good when you put enough mayonnaise on it.
That was a big woodknock.
So we're just going to carry on like nothing happened. But it was from somewhere up in those woods right there.
We just hiked over that way. The trail ends like 100 yards that way. Goes another quarter of the way around the pond that way. A couple trails in that way. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and the woods are dense here, and they seem pretty untouched for the most part. I mean, yeah, this is a campsite that people use, and there's a boat here somebody left. But yeah, so we're just gonna.
And there's people. There's two other people. One half a mile that way, a mile, all the way up the trail, up at the top. They were pulled off camping up there, I don't know, 100 feet from where we parked, and then hiked down to the lake here. That's not them in the hills.
No.
That way.
Opposite direction.
Opposite direction, up 1,000 feet, or up 500 feet.
So, just gonna hang out.
I'm gonna go fishing a little bit. See if I can catch a fish today.
Now, Kerry was breaking sticks here a little while ago.
I was breaking sticks. I did it on purpose. Processing some firewood and stomping on it, making all sorts of noise. I did it on purpose.
Did kind of seem like, well, there's a little trail that goes around like Kerry was saying, but there's also like a little bit of a game trail-ish kind of thing that goes up the side of the mountain. I don't know if that's a real trail or if that's where
I'm not going to find out.
something comes down to drink the water, or who knows what. This is a gorgeous location, though. And that was definitely a clear-ass woodknock, man. Okay, everybody, so Kerry is down there. He's fishing. And from the same direction as that one woodknock that we got. She says she's hearing some stick pops. It's been about 15 minutes, I would say, from the time that we heard the knock. So I looked over there with the FLIR. I don't see anything unusual. But I figured it might be a good idea just to have a camera rolling just in case. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm scanning with the FLIR right now. Did that back here behind. Get see a little better. But you can see how, you know, if there was a creature, it could be behind any one of these trees. It's you just can't see them with your eyes. They do show up on thermal though, as we found out from our July of 2020 sighting that we had. They did show up on the FLIR. But there's just so many trees here. I mean, anything could be hiding up here and we'd never even see it. And I don't see anything with the FLIR. But I'm going to keep looking, keep scanning, and maybe we'll see something interesting. I don't know. Kerry's just going to keep fishing and doing her thing, making it seem like she's not paying any attention. Some of you had asked, got a new Bigfoot shirt. Thought it was kind of cool. So. And today I'm also carrying something that I haven't in the past. I've carried a different knife. And I'm still carrying my SE because I like it. But I wanted something with just a skosh bigger blade. So I got that. That is the Falkneven Frey Northern Lights Series NL4 stack leather handle. VG10 blade, so it's got stainless on the outside and I had carbon on the inside, and it is sharp as hell, and I love it so far. If you look real close on the convex edge, you can see a line going up, and that is where the stainless meets the high carbon. But it feels really good in the hand. Really like it. Only problem is sheath is made for a right-handed person. And I'm a lefty, so I got a custom sheath being made right now. Hopefully that should come in around mid-late October, somewhere in that ballpark. And I'll be carrying it then on my left side instead of the right. The SE I have on the shoulder strap of my pack, so I can reach that with my left hand real fast and easy. It's beautiful up here, you guys. The temperature's just perfect. It's got to be like 73 degrees, something like that. And there is a breeze, but it's just enough to keep the bugs at bay. It's just absolutely stunning. I hear something crashing through the bush. Oh, it's Kerry. What'd you catch?
Me dropping through the bushes.
Fish?
No.
No fish?
It's really hard to get it out there with my little tiny itty bitty pole. Plus it's hot.
So people have asked me what I think Sasquatches are, and truthfully I don't know. I have my suspicions. I have no proof or any evidence that I've found that they use portals or mind control or anything like that. I think they're highly intelligent. That I'm certain of. But I don't think they are necessarily what you and I call apes. I think they're much more human than that. I think they might be a missing link. I don't know. Some kind of human offshoot. I don't know. I just don't know. I've heard stories where people could not shoot. They could not pull the trigger because they look too human. And I don't know if that's something or not. I have never had one in my gun sights. Don't intend to. If I see one through my scope on a rifle, I don't intend to fire.
That was actually refreshing.
Kerry just went in the lake and she's hooting and hollering. She had to get a fishing lure that she lost. And anyway, so I'm not really sure what they are. I think they could be related to human, and that could explain why some people think that there's a government cover-up. They don't want people to know that another species of human are out there. There would be all these people demanding rights for these other humans and habitat, and frickin' the way things are going these days, voting rights and all that. And then there's the whole question of religion. Is religion wrong? Mainstream? Is it, how do they fit in with everything? I don't know. I'm trying to find out answers. I know they exist because we've seen them. I know they show up on thermal because we've seen them on thermal. They're definitely flesh and blood, warm-blooded. Don't think they're spiritual beings in the sense that they have no physical body, because they do. They leave footprints. They show up on heat. So I don't rightly know. I mean, if any of you guys have any answers, love to hear it. Put some information in the comments below and let me know. I'm always interested to hear. Now, that being said, that I don't believe they're coming from portals or alien crafts or whatever. Maybe they do. I just don't have any evidence to support that theory, those theories. But would love to hear of any experiences that anybody else has had. I've talked to some people, and some people are flat out crazy. But that's kind of to be expected doing what I do here. Anyway, we're in a very, very beautiful spot. It's pretty remote. And yeah, there's some people camped a mile away, but you'd never know it. Haven't heard them. Haven't even seen them. Kerry just saw their car and their camp, and we left them alone. They've left us alone. They're nowhere near this lake that we're at. Really like to hear another woodknock. But I'll tell you, after that woodknock, I didn't hear any birds for about 15 minutes after that. And then I started hearing birds again. Now I hear a raven. There's a Stellar's jay buzzing around here too somewhere, squawking. And there's a flicker. I know I've seen him and I've heard him. I kind of like flickers. They're one of my more favorite birds. I just like them. But yeah, that woodknock was coming from up in that direction.
I should just go swimming. Too late now.
Did you
The things I do for a $6 lure. The water was nice.
Yeah, near the shore where it's warm.
Gave the Sasquatch a show. It's really good.
So one of the other things I like to carry out in the woods is my walking stick. The walking stick that I like to use is a short spear. It's a Greek spear made by a condor. It's based in El Salvador, but the steel is fairly decent. And I just like it to be able to keep things away if I need. Mostly I just use it for balance and walking and that sort of thing. Sometimes I use it to fish lures out of the lake. Or to stick a beer can and pick it up and get it out. Why is it, people, that almost every single beer can I find out in the woods, first of all, who the hell is doing that and why? I don't know why somebody could come out to such a beautiful place and dump their trash. It's just kind of beyond me, but I would say a good 80% of the time it's a damn Coors Light can. Who the hell is doing that? Stop. Second of all, why the hell are you drinking Coors Light? God, that's awful. I just don't get it. I mean, if you're gonna have a beer out in a beautiful place like this, make it a good one. You know, have something good. Not the cheapest swill you can find. I can't think of a worse beer. Spend a couple of bucks. Get a decent beer. When you're done with it, pack it up and pack it out. Don't throw it in the campfire. Don't bust the bottle up. Don't throw it into the lake. Don't be a jerk. Just take your stuff out. It's easy enough to do. Don't just assume that, oh, Mark will go into the woods and he'll find it and he'll pick it up for me. Well, you're a jerk. Don't do it. Just clean up after yourself. So, yeah. Condor Greek spear. Love it. I've got the handle, comes paracord wrapped, and I've got these lines on the side here. So, just by feel, I know where the edge is if I need to swing it horizontally, because I've got that lined up with the edge of the spear, so it's a good indexing. Can even be used in the dark, but it'll definitely keep things away from you. Also carry a 1911 that I've had for many, many years. It's probably older than a lot of you guys are, but that's a good gun and it hits hard. Fits good in my hand. I like it. Kind of thinking about getting a 10mm Glock though, just for the heck of it. Anyway, we're just kind of sitting here. Kerry's fishing. I'm talking to you guys and listening for woodknocks. But so far we've just heard the one. Kerry heard some stick popping, like something was maybe moving through there, but I haven't heard anything at all. You guys see the moss on the trees here? It's beautiful. Clean air here. It smells really good. We're up about, I think 4,700 feet, 4,800 feet, something like that. It's kind of interesting. I mean, we're kind of at this makeshift primitive campsite where somebody went all the trouble of lugging a boat in here. And I thought somebody had been chopping on this stump. So those look like, I don't know, axe marks or something like that. And I started looking closer. And they're all little bug trails, bug tunnels. So this was not done by steel at all. Some of them are. Oops. That one was chopped. This one was definitely chopped. This was chopped and then forcefully busted over. It's probably the same tree. There's my pack. Oh, this is the other fun thing I carry. One of the other fun things I carry. This is my SE4. It's a good little knife. I like it because you got the jimping up here. I like it rounded on the butt because I have pretty big hands and that tends to rub on a lot of knives, rub in my palm right there and I get hot spots. So I like it when it's rounded like that. But this is a high carbon blade, super sharp. It's a super good knife. But I had to get the Falkneven too, just because it's nice. Kerry's just laughing at me. Kerry's got a good knife too. What are you carrying today? That Finnish one, or you got that Martini?
Yeah, the Martini.
Yep, that's hers. Made in Finland.
I really like it.
That's good. I like knives.
I like big knives and I cannot lie.
I like big knives. I like small knives. There's not many knives that I don't like.
Okay.
Although, you know, a lot of people are big Spyderco fans. I don't like Spydercos. I think they're ugly as hell. Now, you're all going to bash me for not liking Spydercos. Sorry, it's my personal taste. I know they're good knives. I know they're reliable. I know a lot of people love them. But I think they're uglier than... They're uglier than fugly.
How do you... Well, this didn't do shit, and I'm like, everything's going to be sideways. Unless I have to hold it sideways.
Kerry's trying to get her gimbal running. And we just heard... She heard something behind us, so... I'm just looking behind me with the camera.
Well, this doesn't...
Will you stop? It's a pain. It's really a pain to censor swear words. Don't know if you can see Kerry up there on the hillside. But it just goes to show you how difficult it is to see anything up there. She's trying to get the glare off the lens. She's up there. She's up there. Holy crap. She's up there. Holy crap. There was a big frickin' crash over there. God, I hope the camera picked that up. It sounded like a tree falling. I hope that audio picked it up too. Did you hear that over there? It sounded like a tree coming down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm hoping that picked up on the audio. I had this camera running when it happened.
Must not like me walking up the hill.
It was a ways off. It was that
It's
way. But it was loud enough. It wasn't a knock. It was
A tree falling.
cracking.
Okay.
That's kind of the direction we have to go.